AI is not coming for the CEO first. It is coming for the person who was supposed to become the CEO 20 years from now. The intern, the junior analyst, the assistant, the entry-level worker who used to do the boring tasks, make mistakes, learn from them, and slowly climb the ladder. And that ladder is starting to disappear. For decades, the business world had an invisible deal. Young workers would enter at the bottom. They would write reports, organize data, answer emails, prepare slides, do research, sit in meetings, and slowly learn how companies really work. The work was not glamorous. Sometimes it was repetitive. Sometimes it was annoying. But it had one purpose. It trained people. Then AI arrived, and companies looked at those same tasks and asked a very different question. Why pay a junior employee to do something software can finish in 30 seconds? At first, AI was sold as a helper, a tool, something that would make workers faster. But inside many companies, the conversation changed quickly. If one experienced employee with AI can do the work of 3 junior employees, why hire the juniors at all? That is the hidden business shift happening right now. Not a dramatic robot takeover. Not machines walking into offices. Just fewer job openings. Smaller graduate programs. More restructuring. More companies saying they are becoming efficient. And behind that nice corporate word, efficient, there is a brutal question. What happens when the bottom of the career ladder is cut off? In 2026, this stopped being theory. Major companies have started connecting job cuts and workforce changes to AI. Alliance Partners, the travel insurance division of Alliance, confirmed plans to cut up to 1,800 jobs as it increases the use of artificial intelligence. Tech companies have also been cutting thousands of roles while saying AI is changing how work gets done. And even when companies say AI is not directly replacing these workers, the meaning is often clear. The shape of the company is changing. The old structure needed many junior people. The new structure needs fewer. This is not just a tech story. It is happening in insurance, finance, consulting, customer support, marketing, legal research, data entry, administration. Any job where the first few years were built around repetitive digital work is now exposed. And the most dangerous part is this. Entry-level work was never just about the work. It was about learning judgment. A junior analyst learns by building bad spreadsheets. A young marketer learns by writing weak campaigns. A future manager learns by watching meetings go wrong. A junior lawyer learns by reviewing endless documents. A customer support worker learns what people actually complain about. These early roles are messy, slow, and inefficient, but they create experienced workers. AI can produce the report, but who learns from making it? I can summarize the meeting, but who learns how power moves inside the room? I can write the email, but who learns why one sentence makes a client angry and another saves the deal? This is the problem businesses are not ready to admit. They might save money today by cutting junior roles, but in 10 years, they may ask a terrifying question. Where did all the experienced people go? Because experience does not appear magically. It is built through years of low-level work. If companies remove that work, they may also remove the training system that created their future leaders. And this creates a strange new economy. At the top, senior workers become more powerful because they know how to use AI and already understand the business. At the bottom, young workers are told to use AI before they ever had a chance to learn the job itself. So the beginner is trapped. Too inexperienced for senior work, too expensive compared to AI for junior work. And this is why some people are calling Gen Z the generation forced to become entrepreneurs. Not because everyone suddenly wants to be a founder, but because the traditional first step is harder to find. Instead of joining a company and learning slowly, more young people are trying to build businesses, personal brands, agencies, online stores, or AI-powered side hustles. For some, this will create opportunity. AI gives one person tools that once required a whole team. A teenager can now design, write, edit, research, code, and sell faster than ever before. But for many others, it creates pressure. Because entrepreneurship is not a safety net. It is risk. It is uncertainty. And not everyone wants to turn their life into a startup. Here is the business twist. Companies think AI is a cost-cutting machine. But if every company cuts too many workers, who will have money to buy the products? If graduates cannot start careers, who becomes the next middle class? If nobody gets trained, who becomes the next manager, strategist, founder, or executive? The rise of AI may not destroy work overnight. It may do something slower. It may hollow out the first layer of the economy, the place where people used to begin. And that is why the entry-level job matters. Not because the tasks are special, but because the path is special. The first job is where workers become useful, where mistakes become skill, where confusion becomes judgment, where a beginner becomes someone a company can trust. AI can replace the task, but it cannot replace the years of becoming someone who knows what the task means. So the real question is not whether AI will take jobs. It already is changing them. The real question is this: if AI removes the first step of the ladder, how does anyone climb? And maybe the companies celebrating efficiency today are quietly creating their biggest problem tomorrow. A world full of tools, but not enough trained people to use them wisely. Subscribe for more stories about business, technology, and the hidden systems shaping the future.